The poem's called Having a Coke with You. Is even more fun than going to Saint Sebastian, Irun, Onday, Biarritz, Bayonne, or being sick to my stomach on the Travesera de Gracia in Barcelona. Partly because in your orange shirt you look like a better, happier Saint Sebastian. Partly because of my love for you. Partly because of your love for yogurt. Partly because of the fluorescent orange tulips around the birches. Partly because of the secrecy our smiles take on before people and statuary. It is hard to believe when I'm with you that there can be anything as still, as solemn, as unpleasantly definitive as statuary, when right in front of it, in the warm New York 4 o'clock light. We are drifting back and forth between each other like a tree breathing through its spectacles. The poem's called Having a Coke show seems to have no faces in it at all. It's even more fun than going to Saint Sebastian, Irun, Onday, Biarritz, Bayonne, or being sick to my stomach on the Travesera
and I would rather
de
look at
Gracia
you than all the portraits in the world,
partly because in your orange shirt you look like a better, happier Saint
and anyway, it's
Sebastian.
in the frick.
Partly because of my love for you, partly because of your love for
go together the first time.
Partly because of the
The fact
fluorescent
that you
orange
move so
tulips
beautifully
around
more or
the
less
birches.
takes care of futurism.
Partly because of the secrecy
Just as
our
at
smiles
home I
take
never
on
think of the
before
new
people
descending
and
a staircase
statuary.
or at a rehearsal.
It is hard to believe when I'm with you that there can be anything as still,
wow me.
as solemn, as
And what good does
unpleasantly
all the research of the
definitive
impressionists
statuary
do them when they never got the right person to stand near
warm
the tree
New
when
York
the
sun
4
sank?
o'clock light?
Or for that matter,
We are
Marino
drifting back
Marini,
and
when he
forth
didn't pick
between
the
each
rider
other
like
carefully
a
as
tree
the horse.
breathing through its spectacles.
It seems they were all cheated, and the portrait show seems to have no faces
not
in it
going
at
to
all.
be even more
wasted
fun
on
than
me,
going
which
to
is
Saint
why I'm
Sebastian,
telling you suddenly
Irun,
wonder why in the world
Onday,
anyone ever did
Biarritz,
them.
Bayonne, or being sick to my
I
stomach
look
on the
at
Travesera de
you, and I would
Gracia
rather
in
look at you
Barcelona.
than all the portraits
Partly
in the world,
because in
except
your orange
possibly
shirt
for
you
the
look like a
Polish
better,
rider
happier
occasionally.
Saint Sebastian.
And anyway, it's in the
partly
frick.
because of my love for you,
Thank
partly
heavens
because
you haven't
of your
gone
love
to
for
yet,
yogurt,
so we can go together
partly
the first
because
time.
of the fluorescent orange
The fact that you
tulips
move
around
so
the
beautifully
birches,
more or less takes
partly
care of
because of the
futurism.
secrecy our
Just
smiles
as
take
at
on
home I
before
never
people
think of the
and
new descending
statuary.
a staircase or at
It
a
is hard to
rehearsal,
believe when I'm with you that there can be
Leonardo or
anything as
Michelangelo
still,
that used to
as
wow me.
solemn, as unpleasantly
And what good does
definitive
all the research
as
of the
statuary,
impressionists do them
when right in
when they
front of
never
it,
got the right person
in the warm
to stand
New York
near the tree
4
when the
o'clock
sun
light?
sank?
Or for
We are
that matter,
drifting back
Marino
and forth
Marini,
between
when
each
each
other
other
like
like
a
a
tree
tree
carefully as the
breathing
horse.
through its spectacles.
The
poem's called Having a
portrait
Coke
show
with
seems to have
Experience,
no faces in it
which
at
is
all.
not going to
It's even
go
more
wasted
fun
on
than
me,
going to
which is
Saint
why
Sebastian,
I'm
wonder why in the
Irun,
world anyone ever
Onday,
did them.
Biarritz, Bayonne, or being sick
I
to my
look
stomach on the
you, and I
Travesera
would
de
rather look
Gracia
at
in
you than all
Barcelona.
the portraits in the world,
Partly
except
because in
possibly
your
for
orange
the
shirt
Polish
you look like
rider
a better,
occasionally.
happier Saint
And anyway, it's
Sebastian.
in the frick.
Partly because of my
Thank
love for
heavens
you,
you
partly
haven't gone
because
to
of your
yet,
love
so
for
we can go
yogurt,
together the first time.
partly because of the
The
fluorescent
fact that you
orange
move so
tulips around the
beautifully more or
birches,
less takes care of
partly
futurism.
because of the secrecy
Just
our
as at
smiles
home I
take
never
on
think
before
of the new
people and
descending a
statuary.
staircase or at a rehearsal.
It is hard to believe when I'm with you that there can be anything as still,
wow me.
as solemn, as
And what good
unpleasantly
does all the
definitive
research of the
as
impressionists
statuary,
do them when they
when
never
right in
got the
front of
right
it,
person to
in the
stand near
warm
the
New
tree
York
when the
4
sun
o'clock
sank?
light? Or for that
We
matter,
are
Marino
drifting back
Marini,
and
when he
forth
didn't pick
between
the
each other
rider
like
like
a
a
tree
tree
breathing
breathing through its spectacles.
It seems they were all cheated of
And the
some
portrait
marvelous
show
experience
seems to have no
which
faces
is
in
not
it at
going
all,
to go wasted
just
on
paint.
me, which is why I'm telling
You
you.
suddenly
wonder why in the world anyone ever did them. I look at you, and I would rather look at you than all the portraits in the world, except possibly for the Polish rider occasionally. And anyway, it's in the frick, which thank heavens you haven't gone to yet, so we can go together the first time. And the fact that you move so beautifully more or less takes care of futurism, just as at home I never think of the nude descending a staircase or at a rehearsal a single drawing of Leonardo or Michelangelo that used to wow me. And what good does all the research of the impressionists do them when they never got the right person to stand near the tree when the sun sank? Or for that matter, Marino Marini, when he didn't pick the rider as carefully as the horse. It seems they were all cheated of some marvelous experience, which is not going to go wasted on me, which is why I'm telling you about it.